What's going on, y'all? Doing a random pop-up live, so just give me a second. Trying to get in on YouTube. Sorry. One track mind. I gotta mute myself. There we go. Now maybe I can do comments and see stuff better. All right, y'all. While we getting this live stream started, I want to apologize to little Frenchie, Angela, Sophie. I was over hanging out with them in their live stream, and I had this random plan for I don't know a couple of hours now. Didn't have enough time to actually promote it, advertise it, whatever. So I figured I would just go ahead and go. So anyway, I was having a good time over there with y'all girls, but had to do this. Sorry, not trying to step on anybody's toes. Wendy Hardneck, how you doing, lady? Good to see you. Hope you had a good weekend, Wendy. My weekend was actually pretty cool. I got a lot of stuff done. Plus, yesterday I had time to go take the kids fishing, which has been years. Seriously, years. And I used to fish in tournaments all the time. I love bass fishing. Just ain't got to do it because of homesteading. I'm gonna go ahead and keep on working on this rooster so we get some more people in here. But you know me, I can still run my mouth while I do it. So I'll show you guys what I'm working on right quick since it's windy. FSP, what's up? Thank you for joining us. How you doing? I used to enjoy your walk behind the property over there. Farmer's son. How you doing, buddy? So anyway, as y'all know, Bobby's nanny passed some time back, and her sister came over with some stuff that she had got out of the garden, and she had this old rooster. It looked terrible, and she was going to take it home. I mean, it was an atrocious paint job. Let me see if I can share it. There it is. So they dropped it off. Ignore my art room, y'all. That Huggies box right there actually has art in it, and so does the little pill bottles. Yeah, that's what I use my brush wash in. Anyway, this is a rooster that I'm working on now. I don't know how old it is. I don't know anything about the piece. I know that Bobby's nanny had it outside, so I'm actually working on it now. That's what it looked like before. Not finished, but they wanted like my chickens, like model cushion bantam or whatever. So that's kind of what I'm working on now. I actually took some paint because Bobby's like, it'd be cool if you could put the green sheen like the rooster's feathers do. And you can't see it because of my green screen, but I actually got to add some of that in the clear coat so it changes all kind of colors when the sun hits it. Pretty cool. So there's some stuff in here I got to get done with Sharpie before I can add a paintbrush to it. So I'm getting ready to put it down in bottle feed Ibanez. Our little baby goat he's crazy. He'll be probably bouncing off my shoulders for a little while. So anyway, what's been going on? It's been a while since we did a live stream. I know I'm stepping on people. Probably won't be a lot in here because I didn't advertise it, which is fine with me. They'll watch it later because I got to go over some protopax for memberships. We're going to talk about a new schedule going on because I have terminated some contracts with our company, which has stopped us from doing any live streams anyway, because I took over the night shift. It's hard to find employees that are trustworthy, come in all the time. Our nighttime clients wasn't happy, so for the past year or so, I took over and did nighttime clients, and had to redo some contracts. Therefore, I wasn't able to do a whole lot of live streaming, seeing you guys on live streams anymore, things like that. So, other than just posting videos every week, nobody's really got to see us do much. And that's not good when you got a bunch of members that's wanting to see you go live and stuff. So, anyway, all that's changed. Contracts have been reneged, and I'm completely free for nighttime. So, I'll be able to do more live streams. Misha, what's up? Hey, we're going to dig into these protopacks in a minute, and you'll see what I was coming to you. Right now, I'm just painting a old garden rooster, waiting for people to come in. Like I said, it may not be the normal crowd we usually have because it has been a while. I am stepping on toes. We try to go on Saturday, but yesterday was really busy. I got to spend some time with the kids and go fishing. After we got up most of the fencing, let's see, we finished the Alpha Garden. No, the Omega Garden. The last garden that we did, we finished it, put all the fencing up. We're planting in it now. And then me and Bobby started on the Alpha Garden today, which is the 120 footer. And we got that. You are perfectly fine, Misha. I'm glad you got to come in and say hey to us. If he calls, tell him we said hey. And rewatch it because we're probably going to be having some chicken talk. And you got to see what's in these packs. I got you some really cool, awesome flowers. At least one pack of them, anyway. But yeah, family first. We know how it is. Throwing a link out in a little bit. Jules may be coming. And like I said, I may be feeding the goat a bottle. It may be a lot of fun. And let me make sure I got my screen share set up so I got pictures of everything that's coming. So, yeah, thank you very much, Farmer Son. I think we all have. Craig, what's up? Man, I was going to catch you. I had to rewatch yours. I seen you come on, but I was knee deep in weed barrier and we was putting up fencing. Which is what we've been doing all weekend. So, anyway, I think that's like only the second one I missed of yours. But we ain't going to be long. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me, man. I'm going to go for a few and talk about some protopax, new scheduling. The book's almost finished. I don't know how many of you know, but a lot of you guys has been asking me to write a book, especially when we first started the channel and was talking about breeding and doing chicken videos. And I talked to a few of the right people, and it happened. So the book's basically finished. It is a book, basically a how-to book for anybody that is going to own chickens or already does own chickens. And it's been, let's see, I've been working on it for about a year. Some weeks almost 8 hours a day during the day, and then most of you guys know I go into work at nighttime, or did. So that's coming out in the fall. What's got it held up now is, like I said, the book is finished, but we're using UK or UHK, some kind of crazy resolution, not the 4K you have on your phone. It's a different ultra high definition. But anyway, if you hear Marty singing Molly in the background, hopefully she won't get me no strikes. Um, anyway, I had to quiet the concert down some. Anyway, let's see. Somebody new come in. Patty, what's up? Hello, Miss Patty. How you doing? I see you getting some stuff going on over there. I bet you happy you get to grow and do your thing. Working the sweet potatoes. The last time I seen, I don't know what else you got going on over there. Sorry, but I've been checking it out through Facebook mostly. So yeah, we'll bring Ivy in a little bit, hopefully, and feed him his bottle. He gets it one more time. I think they're in there making it now. They're going to do that while I keep everybody busy. Hopefully, I'm getting ready to put this rooster down because I'm tired of working on it now. I can concentrate on y'all and bring up some pictures. Anyway, 3D stuff's pretty cool. Sometimes it's more fun than canvases, but sometimes not. Those crevices and stuff's not a lot of fun to get into. All right. Anyway, Craig, let me know if you got your order. The very next day we shipped it out. It is heavy because dude, those sweet potatoes are like huge. I tried to put some small ones in there because for me, I think they work better. We still got a whole table full. I got to put ours out. You're fine, Misha. Have a great night. Go back and check it out. You'll see all the stuff that's coming. It probably should be there in the next 2 days because they're already gone out. So I had loaded up an extra for our members and there wasn't no address on it. Couldn't find out I packed them just an extra one. So I'm gonna go through and show you guys what you're getting in a little bit. Plus I got pictures of us growing or a picture of us harvesting or whatever. Wow, YouTube's like really slow. It's funny. I'm sitting here watching myself just talking in comments over there. Really crazy. But yes, anyway, Craig, those potatoes are heavy. The big wooden box, and it looks like Michael Myers or somebody taped it up. It's crazy with duct tape because the sawdust, they're packed in sawdust, and everything, it was just coming out of the cracks. Like if you set it down, the air would compress, and you know how it is, like dust puffs would come out of the side of the box. I wish I would have been there, man. Like I said, I was knee deep in weed barrier and slinging out a post hole driver or T post driver all day. I think me and Bobby, well, I did the T post driving, but she helped me do the fence and the wires and stuff like that. I think we put out 65 of them yesterday and today, and we got the 55 pound. What's up, Wild One? Hey, my brother, how you going, man? How you doing? So yeah, I slung that thing around all day today and all day yesterday, but we got all the fencing and stuff done. Greenhouse is coming last, so obviously we won't get to plant earlier, do none of our cold stuff this year. So we'll get to use it in the fall if we get it up. I get the whole greenhouse up. But yeah, it was pretty funny, man. I took the box. We took the box in to ship it, and I had every crack and crevice covered in duct tape. And we went to set it down, dust and sawdust went everywhere. She was like, "Wow, that thing's taped up really good," but still, it's kind of funny. So you got a choice, man. When you get them, you can suck them in the water for the next few weeks, and as those slips grow, once they start getting roots on them, pull that potato out, pop that off, and the ones that have roots, you can put them in the ground or directly plant them. It's best to put them in water first and get you a bunch of up at the same size. You probably already know you did this crap before, but put your potato back in there and just keep getting as many slips as you want to. And when it gets too late, you can just take that potato and the slips and everything that's on it and plant those too, and you'll get even more. And then don't forget, save you some, you know, at the end of this fall, put you some in sawdust, stick it in a dark place, cool, dark place. Don't let it get no sunlight or heat. No mold though. You don't want no moisture. And save your own seed potatoes for next year. You won't have to ever buy none again. Those Georgia Reds will definitely put it on you. I got a video coming out of how we planted those in our weed barrier, and we only planted slips, which we planted 30 slips last year and got like 120 pounds of sweet potatoes. But we got a new way of doing it this year. We're doing it under weed barrier, and we're not even really covering it up with dirt. We're just burning a hole in the weed barrier, making a hole for the slip, putting it in there, and that's it. I watched another channel called Chris and D. I think no, it's not called that. That's their names, but it's Naturally NC. They did the same thing, and they didn't have to dig their sweet potatoes out because they didn't grow under the ground, just on top of the ground. It's pretty cool. And then you pull that weed barrier back and just brush some dirt off your potatoes. And it's pretty cool. We have that same weed barrier down this year, so we figured, why not? We're going to try here. Yes, yeah, that's it. I know. Last year it was kind of, it was not, it was funny to me, kind of, but everybody's got some stuff going, and from the cups outside, and you're still sitting there like, yeah, well, not got started yet, but it's coming, man. But, yeah, we had a whole table full. I think I posted it on Facebook, and they're still going. We have way too many. I'm just talking about slips. We did pretty good on the sweet potato sales this year, but the slips, I think I kept maybe 20 potatoes, which turned into a crazy awful amount of sweet potato slips. I got rid of half of them. We still got a whole kitchen table full. I'll pull 30 of the best ones and plant them and give them away, or what happens to the next ones. Goats, chickens, or compost pile. That's about it. I can't plant. I think we still had, I don't know, we had 85 when we started selling them on the website. I don't know how much now, but we got one bin left, so we've done pretty good. We did. Let's see, Will. Darren sent me some hot paprika seeds from Australia, down under Farm and Forge. And I looked on a bunch of websites, on seed websites, and can't find them. There's some on Amazon, but none of the big seed carriers carry them. And they're heirlooms, so we just started them this year. That's going to be the only pepper we grow except for our bell peppers, because we want to go ahead and get a boatload of seed on those. He gave them to us. I think we got somewhere around 500, close to that many anyway. And he did it for the purpose of us putting them on a website because not a whole lot of people have those seeds. So we're going to make sure we don't have no cross pollinations or anything like that. So we're just going to probably stick to those. They're 120 days. They're also the hot paprika peppers. So we're probably going to do those first. And then by the time they're already fruiting, we'll go ahead and start our 75-day bell peppers later on in a different place just to ensure, because anything that we do share sale, we make sure that it's done right when there's no cross pollination whatsoever. Yeah, it's so many. I've seen so many people do it different ways. For me, water is the best thing. But those potatoes, though, you can cut them in half. Like we cut our potatoes in half too. And a lot of people's like, well, don't do that. They rot. They won't rot. All you have to do is stop the air from getting in the potato. That's it. Have clean water and change your water out every 5 days. But as soon as you pop those slips off, once they get roots, you pop them off. You'll create a hole in that potato and it'll cause bacteria. So the water it's like a band-aid or a skin. It just covers it right back up. But once it caps over in that water, it does take longer than a normal potato. But yeah, they're fine. You can just pull off all you want. We counted one time and got 56. I think they said the limit was like 45 or 50. We got 56 off one, 72 off another. You keep pulling and you got enough time, of course. You can get a lot off one potato. And like I said, I think the little ones or the medium sized ones put off the most are the best ones. They heal quicker if you do cut them in half. Well, this is the year you get to find out. I'm sure you did fine. A good thing peppers ain't like corn. It gets cross pollinated. It shows you the same year, you know, which is how they make peaches and cream, I think. It's G90 or Honey Select and something else, Silver Queen or something. Anyway, they plant them at the same time and they two different type seed and they cross pollinate and make peaches and cream. I can't remember what the strains are though. I forgot. Anyway, I'll grab a link here in a minute. Like I said, I ain't gonna stay long, but um, yeah, the schedule's changing. Like I said, I'm probably gonna repeat myself, y'all, a bunch, and I'll show you a little review of this book that I wrote. And all we're doing now is just waiting on pictures. The book is completely done. The organic pictures and medical log in the very back is finished. Everything in it's done. The things that was holding me up is finished. Just the pictures and everything in that book is going to come from this homestead or me traveling and other people being perfectly fine with me doing pictures or things like that. So we're just having to upload some high quality pictures, get the book formatted because it's going to be released on Amazon also, not exclusively. It's going to be everywhere. It's even going to be available in hardback. But digital, I figured would be the first choice right now. But we're just waiting on the pictures and they're coming. But I will show you a little preview of what the book, what I was the start to finish, what it's all about. Anybody that owns chickens can learn from it. Corn's not that bad, really. It's as long as you just grow one type of corn at the same time, and don't get nothing else. Just like if you got two or three rows, just make sure it's the same strain. You don't really have to worry about cross pollination unless you're right across the road from one of these big corn farmers like we have here. There's two things predominant. Yeah, Homestead Fresh just came and visited us. They hadn't put a video out yet, but they'll tell you when you come through here, one thing is predominant is the Amish community, which we love, and corn farmers. Like it's everywhere. They're huge, and they're like right across the road. It's not hard to get cross pollination if you're close to them, but it's not hard to save corn seed either. It's not rocket science. But a little bit of wind, and there you go. Mark, what's up? I've been trying to. This guy, I need to get him in touch with Chuck. I think I had left Chuck hanging. I was supposed to be alive. Our guest on Chuck's live. Let's see, what is it? Life with Blend and Chuck, one of my favorite channels. I love watching Chuck, but we was back and forth. I'd say probably you'd have to ask Chuck because I don't even know the correct time frame, but it was a long time. I bet Chuck talked to me 6 months maybe before I could go over there. Same thing with Mark. I had 1 week where I completely scheduled up with Mark. Death in the family again because Bobby's dad and Nanny died pretty close together. So I didn't want to text the guy again and send him an email and say, well, there was another death in the family. So anyway, Mark, right now, our schedule is completely like I've told people here, and like you guys are going to hear me repeat it 100 times probably, but the schedule here for our work, because we own our own business, the nighttime schedule has been changed. I've changed all the contracts. We only have one client at nighttime, and I don't do any of them anymore. All my nights is free, which means my evenings just past homeschool is somewhere around 1:30, 2 o'clock, and all the way down till 10 or 11 before I go to bed. My nights are free now, so we'll definitely be able to hook up. Schedule has just been really crazy, and I figured if I couldn't find some people that to train them, but then at the same time, the new price log and all this stuff came up, so I had to cut a bunch of lower paying clients. I mean, you know how business goes anyway. So I had to, you know, drop some contracts. It was either time to renew, so I just got rid of some of them like clients. Believe it or not, the most of the they weren't residential; they was commercial, but that was our lowest paid commercial. So anyway, my nights are free. I'm gonna say it about 50 times. I wish y'all. I should have went live Friday because I was in here, having a good time. Had the music up, was painting, slinging paint and stuff. Was happy. I don't have to go back and do it no more. Not that I'm lazy, but man, I got allergies, and one of them is like a vet's office. A lot of animals, a lot of hair. It's rough. By the time I get home, I sound like I got the sea all over again, and it's just nothing but feathers and hair, rabbit fur, all this stuff. Anyway, gone, done. Happy I'm not having to deal with that anymore. So my nuts is free. I will be contacting you again, man. It has been back and forth, and again, I'm sorry, but you know how it is. I will get over there though, and we'll do a chicken show, and we'll promote your cause too. I appreciate it. Uh, you can ask Chuck. I'm a man of my word. It just takes me a while to get over there, but I will be over there. We'll do it, and we'll do it this summer because I got plenty of time. Now, before I get into this book and what's going to be coming in the mail to most of you guys, I want to hit a link up here to see a Patty or Will. Man, I'd like to talk to you for a while. It's been a while. Anyway, anybody wants to come up and talk, I'm gonna pop a link up here because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be bottle feeding a goat in about 20 minutes. It's gonna be probably fun. Let me get a link up here. Man, you really need to keep going live because stuff has changed. StreamYard's changed so much. There we go. Maybe that'll work. How to go over YouTube, check it. Okay, so I also got pictures. I got pictures of what we're gonna be sending in the protopax. So let me see if I can get this present screen up here. Oh, here it is. It's where the rooster was at. I just have to go change it. All right. So first up is SMR 58 cucumbers. We have a video on this. These things are probably some of the craziest cucumbers that we've ever grown here in North Carolina. But believe it or not, they are Wisconsin cucumbers. The strain's made in Wisconsin. And they're heirloom. So we have a bunch of those. There you go, Patty. Let me somebody come up here. You ready? Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
The sound off. There we go.
We got SMR 58 cucumbers. That's
Cucumbers.
one right there. I'm pretty sure there's 50 of those in here. I gotta go back to my screen. Zinnia flowers is next.
Zinnia is always nice.
But these are our mixed zinnias. These are the ones that we made our hybrid colors from. We also have a video on that. You can watch it on our channel. I'm not going to post links, but everything we send you, we got a video of us growing it, harvesting it, showing you about it. So that's zinnias, and let's see what's next.
A chicken, a rooster.
Yeah. Peaches and cream corn.
I got his brother over here, but he looks pretty old and haggard compared to yours.
Yeah, that one was that was a horrendous paint job. It don't look like that no more. Peaches and
Oh,
cream. So
yeah,
that is not an heirloom. That's a hybrid.
right.
That's the corn I was telling you about. There's probably 100 of those in here. We do it by weight, but I'm guessing I think it's around 100. And last but not least is our loofah. We also did a video on that.
There needs to be a
Those are
song.
really long. I would say 120. Well, they say 120. I would say about 130. They took a little while, but it wasn't really hard. That was the first time we ever grew them. So that's our
Oh,
loofah seed from loofah. So, and they're not, no pollination problems at all. Now, there's one more thing that we did send, and we do keep up with our members. And for the ones that have chickens, and they're MB fanatics. So like Jules is an MB fanatic. Jamie Slate Songs, Jules Gardening Tips, and he has chickens. So he has a free supply of Grub Terra Black Soldier Fly larva for the chickens. So you guys know we grouped up with them, kind of partner. We got a link, and we make a little money off sales from it, but it all goes right back into the channel. We had like a 10-pound bag sent to us, but that stuff is so light it looks like a 40-pound bag.
oh wow. It's like,
We're just
isn't it
giving
like
out.
a 55-gallon drum full?
It's huge, and they smell really bad when you open them up because it's dehydrated bugs or whatever.
Oh,
But
special.
there's a bunch of these. I think he got like a month full. Week 1, week 2, week 3. So anybody that owns chickens, we know you have chickens, and we went ahead and added the 15, which is black soldier fly larva samples. Just if you got 1 pack, then it's just 1 pack to your chickens. You don't have to worry about dosing or anything. Just dump it to your chickens. If they like it and you want to try a bag, you don't got to pay full price. But it's not a sales. It was just us knowing that you guys got chickens, so we wanted to send you some treats because I don't know what I'm going to do with that many of them because we're getting rid of a lot of chickens here and starting over. Not the Midas Gold by no means, but a lot of them. Like our blue lace red Wyandottes, every one of them are going to be gone. All of our egg layers and behind those are going to be gone. Every single breed and chicken we have, except for 2, are going to be gone. And it's kind of saddening at first, but we're going to have somewhere around 20 chickens from 60 or 70 chickens. They're all gone. So Midas Gold breed and Cochin Bantams are going to be staying. And I got a new breed coming in May. And we're going to be stuck with just 3. And goats, of course. Now we're goat people. So we got to make room for the goats. And they need way more room. So the chickens are leaving. Not all the
Yeah.
chickens. So that's it. That's what's coming.
I see Wendy is here. Wendy, Hardneck Farms. Hello, Wendy. Oh, and thanks, Little Ridge.
Yeah, I love these pop-ups. I just get to come on here, say what I got to say, let everybody talk, and then whenever we're done, we're done. Once you got a plan, you got to go an hour. You got to go an hour. And,
wait, it's an hour and a half.
Yeah, we'll work it out, Mark. I promise. I'll let you know ahead of time and not try to just gaff in there really quick or hop up when you're going live. We'll work it out first, but I'll get over there. I promise. Probably sooner than later now, since all my nights are free. Hattie, what's been going on?
Let's see. I got all of the shrubs and roses that I wanted dug out because they were all planted in really bad spots and not good plants. So I got those all dug out by some guy, and I've still got to clean the ground out because there's invasive bulbs that I don't want and roots left from the roses, which will all regrow. And so I've got to get those all dug out. But I've got a plan that I'm concocting, and it's almost finished. I've just got to figure the placement of the raised beds in the back. I've got about a 37 by 30 foot area that I can garden in back there. It's not all full sun. Part of it's in shade, which is fine because I can still do some of the ornamentals and stuff that I like in those. And which is nice. So it'll be good. But it's a nice, quiet little life over here.
Yeah, we're so happy for you that you get. I can't imagine having
Yeah.
not to because I'm addicted to
Well,
growing anyway. If I got stock, I'm still gonna grow. I can't imagine
yeah.
not being able to do it. So
It is. It has been so real, so surreal not going and buying plants every year. Because like the last 2 years, well, 2 years ago I bought very, very little. Last year I think I bought one or two plants when I was in the apartment, and this year I bought a few annuals. They're sitting out there in a pile because I don't have any place to plant them, so they're all clustered together. And I've got one hellebore out there, but I sowed some seeds in milk jugs and stuff like that. So, but I finally figured out what I'm going to do for the raised beds, and the area I'm in it's the upper Willamette Valley. So it's kind of halfway between Portland and Salem, if you look on a map here in Oregon. But it is like the breadbasket of nurseries and hops and um, filbert orchards and all of that. So I know people that are out here. There's a lot of really nice gardens. The Shriners irises are out here. They're nationally known. Also, the Swan Island dahlias, which are really well known, they are very close to me, and things like that. So, I've got a really good plant propagator friend who has developed a lot of heuchera and heucherellas, does a lot of micro propagation. I've known him for 30 years, and his business is not too far from me too. So there's a lot of horticulture going on out here. So not to mention all the uh, vegetables and other fruits and things like that. So I feel like God just kind of dumped me right where I would be the most blessed. I honestly feel that way. So it's pretty cool.
so
Yeah. Yeah. So
I'm
that's
so
kind of what I
thankful
got going
for it.
on. So obviously I caught a little cold. Yesterday was my birthday, and so I had to cancel all the fun stuff yesterday and just been sitting home resting. But that's been a little hiccup. So I
Well,
sewed
happy
some
birthday! I mean,
things.
you're up and going anyway. You can do the fun stuff later.
Yeah, yeah. Well, this is like there's a once a year event called Garden Palooza, and it's where a
Uh-huh.
lot of growers and people that have like garden related products, they come to this farm. It's called Bauman's Farm, and it's, I want to say, about 4 miles from me or something. But it's always a really good time. I get to see people I know that grow, and so it's kind of like old home week. And plus, really great plants to shop. Everything from succulents to vegetables and fruits, and so it's pretty cool.
Thank you,
That'll
Wendy.
Oh.
Yeah, I bet you're excited. I would be getting to grow stuff again, and
Yeah.
this weather's
Yeah.
tricky though.
Oh, this weather this year, we're supposed to get snow tomorrow. They had snow going over the pass coming from the coast. This morning some friends were driving over from the coast, and there was snow on the ground. Good skiff of it, covered up everything pretty good. So yeah, but that's just the way it is. And I guess this cold weather system we're dealing with is going to be heading y'all way, all y'all's way, and
Yeah,
there's going to be storms coming out of it. And I'm like, oh God, no. So anyway, we're sorry.
yeah.
Just make
We
a
we
public
learned our
apology.
lesson from it. We understand. We learned our lesson from it. Like all I have now is sweet potato slips, garlic, and onions.
Yeah,
That's outside, and dwarf cherry trees, stuff like that. They did fine through, the big blast that we had.
yeah.
The last time the cold came, it took our sweet potato slips that we had put out.
Oh
I
yeah,
think they'd been maybe 7 or 8 days, and then we had
yeah.
this really hard freeze. So it completely chewed every sweet potato slip we put up on. Like they just ate it up, right? Well, we didn't have any more, so I was like, okay, whatever. We'll just have to start over again. But every time they get froze off to the ground, they come right back. Every time
That's
they've
good.
always come back. And I think it's just if you get them in the ground quick enough for those roots to take place, it
Yeah,
don't matter about the top anymore as long as those roots are good. But we've never lost any sweet potatoes to the frost. The slips all the way to the ground, ate up, black, burnt. I mean, you could tell they're
yeah,
frozen.
yeah.
Sometimes you can't even find them anymore. But Couple of
Yeah.
weeks
Well,
later, they're back out and growing.
I'm kind of hoping that it'll be warm enough, long enough here this year that I'll actually be able to get some sweet potatoes, because we don't have like the sun intensity of sun you guys do, being higher in the higher above the equator, and so that extra temperature staying longer, hotter, longer helps us. So I guess we'll see. It's a science project for me. I'll be able to eat the leaves and stems if nothing else. That's what I figure. But it's
Yeah.
really weird. I remember when we moved here from Idaho, and Dad never planted anything before Mother's Day, you know. And in Idaho, that's what we did too, because it's a different zone. But it was also a little colder, longer. This is more like what we moved into when we moved here. So that's kind of, but it is a strange year this year. We've just had a lot of wet, and I mean a lot of wet here lately. So,
Yeah.
and cold. I think we've had 3 days in the whole in the last 2 months. It's been over 60, and then it's only been like a degree or two. And normally we will have a week where it pops up above 60, gets to 65, even can get to 70. So
Hey, Rick, how you doing, buddy?
the
Yeah,
fools.
here we always go. Like a lot of people has a schedule of nothing before May 12th at
Yeah,
all. Nothing before, unless it's lettuce, cab, something cold. But
yeah,
uh, everybody's saying, well, now you can back it up because we're supposed to eventually, because of the global warming, I guess you want to call it, or whatever that's going on. But eventually, the weather or the band is supposed to move up permanently. So we're supposed to experience South Carolina weather. South Carolina's supposed to be getting Georgia weather. It's all supposed to be moving up permanently because of this. And you can
yeah,
tell it's getting hotter. We've never had heat like last year at all. We
yeah,
hit records last year too. So now
yeah.
everybody's like, well, listen, with that being said, our May 12th shouldn't really matter anymore. We should be able to move it back. I'm still not happy with that because I already know how the weather is. So I'm just going to wait like
Well,
everybody else.
I got to where I had moved it back like a good month, and then everything starts going, and then we get a hellacious hailstorm that just about wipes everything out, and it's like, oh, there go my tomatoes for the year. I mean, it sucked. That's how it goes,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah. I think I did say hey to Rick. But anyway, thank you for coming in, Rick.
Yeah, so this is nice being up here. I haven't really been on lives much, so of course,
It's been a long time. We need to go. I've been telling everybody like we was going to try to go at least every weekend for at least for
yeah.
members, and we ain't even got to go live for members. Just the work schedule has been ridiculous.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you got your work schedule smoothed out. That's good. But I've been missing you and Bobby. So,
It came
um,
in. Bobby's coming back really soon anyway. She's like me.
yeah,
If she's got a lot going on up here, or she
yeah,
don't have anything up here, she's not. She's just not going to get on camera. I don't blame her.
right. No, and
I'm
I don't blame her. I
the
don't
same
blame
way.
her. So
No, she's
definitely don't.
coming back. They're having to work like that's how bad the infection was. They had to wait for so
I
long
just couldn't
to make
imagine,
sure.
because that the pain involved in something like that. I mean, I had a couple teeth here that were infected, and it just drove me crazy. And I don't know how she survived that. I honestly
Yeah,
don't.
but it all worked out really good because all the nighttime clients that we lost, because April there was already
Yeah.
an announcement where all of our rates was going up anyway. We didn't really lose any money. We just don't have to
Okay.
do extra work anymore. So
Oh, well, that's kind of
all the residentials rolled up like an extra 50 to 100, and then you put all that together and all the commercial people that went away, we didn't really notice it as far as money goes. We're just not doing
nice.
the work. So I
I
mean,
guess if you want to
it
do
was
it, that's a
impressive,
good way to do it. Yeah. Yeah.
and
So,
I don't have to go do it anymore and come back with allergies like crazy. Hey, what's going on? Just seeing you guys in
yeah.
Little Frenchie's live.
Hey.
Happy birthday!
Yes.
Doing
Happy
good now.
birthday, Joy. That's
Yeah,
cool. There's a lot of
Angeline,
birthdays this week.
Angeline and
Oh,
Sophie. Yeah, they
I met
celebrated theirs.
I met a new friend. Actually have a friend in the park here. I'm in a manufactured home park, 55 plus. There's only about 50 homes here. And there's another gal who was walking by a week ago. She goes, "Hi, my name's Patty." And I laughed and I said, "My name's Patty." And she's got a dog and I'm a dog person. And so we got to talking. And she talked about gardening. I said, "Hey, you want to go to this Garden Palooza thing on Saturday?" I said, "It's my birthday." And she goes, "Oh, my birthday is the 3rd." And I'm just like, this is so bizarre.
Hey Byron, how you doing, buddy? Good to
Uh,
see you in here hanging out. Like I said, I like the video with Josh. I've been watching Josh for years, man, since before I even got on YouTube. But that was a
oh
good. I'm glad you and Hank got to hang out with him. It's pretty cool. Everybody says Josh is a cool guy, so and that was a good video. You and Hank's a blast to watch anyway. I get over there when I can to
yeah,
check you out. But anyway,
cool.
thank you for coming in. And again, Joey, happy birthday. I think I got to tell Sophie and Angelique I was over there, but had to leave to do this. Just took so long, man. You know, it's been so
Yeah,
long. And when you got so many people that's emailing you asking, I don't mind going live, but it's better with Bobby, you know? Bobby's the
it's better
crazy
with
one of
Bobby.
the, you know? Yeah, the lives are
Yeah,
always better with Bobby.
whatever.
She gets us all the laughing and crazy stuff going.
Oh, that's true. She does. She's a wild child. So, well, listen, I'm going to be coughing my head off here, so I'm going to be getting off here. But thanks for opening the door and letting me in. So
Well,
it's
I'm
good to
glad we
see
got to talk
everybody.
to you. I can't wait to see some of your growing videos. I know you're gonna start
Uh,
posting again.
well, I am, Lord willing, I'm going to be making an update to kind of to try and show everybody what the plan is. Um, Probably it'll be this next week after I'm feeling better and it's not pouring down rain here. So that's what I'll be doing. So that'll be coming up, and I'm looking forward to getting back into that and bringing everybody along. So
Cool. I can't wait. See what's going on.
hail netting. Oh, I haven't heard of hail netting. That's a good product. Anyway, well, listen, I'm going. I'll see y'all later. God bless.
All right, Patty. Thank you. There we go. That is the tinker's wife. Patty got a lot of knowledge and old thinker up here about growing food. She can name a bunch of stuff. Uh, Good plant identifiers. She got a lot of good info. So I'm glad she's posting videos and getting to grow food again, grow things that she wants to go. Kind of sucks when you love to grow and homestead and then you're put in a place where you can't. Life does happen and it will happen to you, you know. So anyway, let's see, make sure I didn't miss anybody. Okay, I think there's still one or two people in here that was asking about the book, but I'll go through it in a minute. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything else. So we covered announcements, protopax in case, so you guys can come back and watch that. I don't have to repeat myself on that. I'm pretty sure I don't have to repeat myself about the schedule. Everybody will figure out that my big mouth is free more at nighttime, so I'll be coming in a whole lot more live streams. I get to come and check out more videos because we've been really slack doing that. You know, when you got a lot of clients and people quit work, those clients still need services. So we just ain't been able to do a whole lot of. We've kept up with our video schedule, which I'm pretty happy with. But as far as live streams, members lives only, and stuff like that, we hadn't really got to do, and we need to do more of. So that's why I wanted to like nick some of those contracts, and it really worked out perfect. So I won't have to say a whole lot more of that. You guys will figure it out. I'll be able to support more like videos and stuff. A lot of times I miss a bunch of that stuff, but I got more time to do that now. So anyway, I've been on here for about an hour and nobody's bought me Ibanez yet. So maybe they've already fed him or I've missed scheduled time because I like feeding him and stuff, but making all that milk, we make it in bulk so we don't have to make it in single servings and stuff because it keeps you a whole lot busier. I'll come and check you out, Mark. And yeah, I'm sure I'll get a notification. They actually don't work as good as y'all think they do, especially on my side. But if not, I'll keep it in my head. Tomorrow, I'm off tomorrow too. See, normally I work all through the week. So, yep, I don't got nothing to do. I'll come and check you out. All right. So, anyway, if y'all want to talk about the book, we will. Or we can probably wait till more people come in here. But never mind. You got the bottle? I'm going to get it now. Oh, okay. Yep. I guess he was hungry. Yeah, he's a bit. Hey, you can get him in a minute. All right. I guess I do got to feed him, so I'll just stay on long enough to do that. Anyway, this is Mr. Ibanez. This is the coolest dude on the farm. More energy than everybody put together. Loves to jump up on your back if you're hungry. If you're like bending over to water the chickens or get a scoop of feed out, he is up your back, man, and he'll stay on your shoulder like a parrot. He loves people because I guess he's been bottle fed so much. You ready for a bottle, ain't you, brother? And he has a girlfriend, which is the new surprise video we got coming out Wednesday. Um, Jake Nunya, Texas on the back 20, sent us a girl because we was like, hey, we love goats. We like to have a girl and get some babies like this because once you get one of these guys at your homestead, you'll want more. Trust me. I've never really been a goat person because I've not really had goats. But they brought this guy over and he is worse than a puppy. He loves people. He loves sitting in your lap. He likes to hug. He'll lay his head like right here on your shoulder and go to sleep. Not now though because he's hungry. But he's big enough now where he's just starting to eat some feed. He's about a month old. And when we first got here, he was eating about this much out of this little bottle. It wasn't much at all. And now he's eating a whole bottle plus feed plus hay. I think his little girl that we got him has taught him a whole lot of stuff, including how to open the pen door. But he's really, really loud when he drinks a bottle, so it'll be pretty funny. They're just warming it up, man. It's okay. Now, the new girl that we got, we're making a video. She'll be coming out Wednesday. It'll be coming out Wednesday. She's about a month older than him. And she is no longer, look, he is crazy. He sees it. Oh, gosh. Don't jump out of my arms. So, anyway, she's about a month older than him. He's really loud. I told you he was a loud eater. So, she don't drink a bottle. And he ain't really touched feed. He was eating some grass, some clover, a little bit, but he was really relying on the bottle. She came over and now he's eating some feed, hay, all kind of stuff. But we still have to give him this like 4 times a day, full bottle, about 4 times a day.
Happy birthday, Joy. Happy birthday, Patty. Holler at me when you're done.
I will, trust me, because as soon as he gets done, doing this, he is wide open. It's like fuel to the tank. Normally he takes a break, but it's been about 4 hours. The little foam built up around his mouth. But it's like a wind-up toy. As soon as you feed him, you put him down, he does circles. He can do backflips off the other goats or off his girlfriend's back. We only got one other goat, but he butts the chickens in the butt because his little horns has just started growing, as you can tell. So we get him finished off. I'll let you guys go, but we'll show you Cherokee and Ibanez together in the video. She came along all the way across the United States in just 3 days. My brother works in the entertainment industry, and Eagles was on tour. And, he was like, "Hey, what you doing?" I'm riding around with the pros, listening to some good music. And then I was like, "Where you at?" "I'm leaving Mexico and going into Texas." And it rung a bell. I was like, "Texas? I know where there's a goat at in Texas." So believe it or not, we made it happen. And she was here in like 3 days, all the way across the United States. So I thought it was really cool. And he loved her too. So eventually we'll have babies. Looks like I'm going to have to fix another bottle. This one was already full. Can't let you get air, Bubba. Wow. Plus he's had a bowl of feed and 2 big, wait, hold on, you're almost done. All right, no more. You can't have no more. I got to make you another bottle. Anyway, that was it. He's got to have more. He's got to go get another bottle. He's still hungry. All right, so that is completely empty. And normally, now he still wants more. He's crazy. So I got to go get him another bottle. So thank you guys for watching. We'll have this little crazy dude and his girlfriend. Well, he's got teeth. He can bite pretty good. Ow. Anyway, go crazy. I'll get you another bottle. Thank you guys. I got to go fix him another bottle. Appreciate you watching. And we'll be back with more of this crazy guy, the other goat. And we'll talk about that book. Sorry. Thank everybody for coming in. Thank you for the memberships. Don't forget these guys. This will be in your, these are already gone. This is an extra one. So they're already headed out to you. Thank you guys very much. Again, we'll see you on the next one. We're going to try to do this every weekend now. I don't know about Saturday or Sunday, but I'm going to promise to go at least once every weekend since I'm not working. Ain't that right? All right, bye. Much love to everybody, and we'll see you again on the next one.